Hi, and welcome to my channel where I make dishes inspired by some of my favorite video game characters. Today's dish is inspired by Yuffie Kisaragi from the Final Fantasy VII series, and we are making Materia Dango. For Yuffie, I knew I wanted to make an Asian-inspired dish due to her roots from Wutai, and I knew I wanted to pay homage to Yuffie's love for Materia. I felt like Hanami Dango was a perfect spherical choice with some options for customization, just like the classic RPG she's from. We'll start out by making the dango dough. In a large bowl, we'll add glutinous rice flour, soft tofu, and granulated sugar. We'll mix well with our hands and we'll continue mixing and mixing until a dough forms. Do not worry if it takes a few minutes to come together. To be clear, you can use standard soft tofu like me, or silken soft tofu to make the dango more silky smooth. We'll then use a scale to help us divide the dough into 3 equal portions and place each portion in a bowl. In our first dough portion, we'll add banana flavoring and yellow food dye because the materia thief herself needs the steel materia. We'll mix with our hands until the dough is uniform in color. We'll repeat with our second portion, adding in taro or ube flavoring and purple food dye, because I think it helps a lot to boost Yuffie with HP up materia since her HP stats are so low. Lastly, we'll add matcha powder and green food dye to the third portion, because green magic materia is just a staple choice in any materia lineup. Of course, feel free to choose your own materia colors and flavorings. Once each portion is mixed and uniform, we'll divide each portion into 5 or 6 small dough balls, using a scale again to make sure everything is as equal as possible. We'll then head to the stovetop and heat a large pot of water until boiling. Once the water is boiling, we'll toss in our dough balls carefully. You may need to stir slightly just to make sure that the dough does not stick to the bottom of the pot. The time for cooking may depend on the size of the dough balls, but you'll know that it's cooked once the dough rises to the top of the pot and stays close to the surface, not bobbing up and down. As the dango is finished cooking, we'll strain the dough out and place it into a bowl of ice water to cool. The last step is to assemble our materia balls onto bamboo skewers, and with that, we're ready to serve. The full recipe can be found in the description below. Feel free to like if you want a bite, follow for more geeky treats, and comment what foods Yuffie reminds you of. Thanks for following along.